Hey everyone, it's Yudia. Welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to set up my weekly dashboard in my new 2025 B6 Journey Planner. It's going to be similar to the one I created last week, which you just saw, and I hope you guys try it out and get inspired. Let's get started. So as you can see, I have whited out a couple of the time that's pre-drawn there, basically from 7 o'clock in the morning till about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I've whited those out, and I am changing them to a different scale. So the journey planner comes with the vertical weekly for the spread, and it is like 2 rows for every hour. So basically a row is a half hour. However, because I want to split this up and do some time blocking, but also have some space for my task list in the bottom, I've changed the scale for half of it so that it goes from 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. as you can see there. And so each row is now 1 hour instead of a half hour. So the next thing I want to do is use this Tombow dual brush number 990 to set up the task list. Again, if you've seen my previous videos, this is what it looks like, and it's basically the Alistair method. There we go. I'm going to just zoom in so you can see as I outline this word task, since you can't really see it. In case any of you are new to my channel, the pen that I'm currently using is a Sarasa Dry. However, the ink inside, or the cartridge, is actually from an Energel Clena. It's a 0.3 millimeter nib. Okay, so the next thing I like to do is use the Tombow dual brush number N95. I've used this one so much that I can't even see the number anymore. But I love this one for creating shadows. And doing this literally super easy, just outlining it very lightly, probably a couple of times, and it adds so much to the spread. Such a simple way. Okay, the next section that I am going to work on is the laundry section. And in the topic of laundry, I recently was listening to a YouTube from Mel Robbins' podcast. And basically, one of her guest speakers, I think a psychologist, if I'm not mistaken, talked about how we constantly put ourselves down because we didn't get the laundry done, or we didn't get the dishes done. And she brought up a really good realization that we often think that these things get done, when in reality they never get done, because they're actually cycles, right? Like there's a cycle, or you're in a cycle where there's a pile of dirty laundry in the basket. And until you are ready, you are then going to wash it. And from the washer, it goes into the dryer, then you fold, and then you store it. And then it goes again back into the cycle of piling it up, washing, drying, folding, and storing. So we don't have to beat ourselves up for not getting done with the laundry. It's more we balance out and know that, okay, that's in the phase that I'm at in the cycle, and I will do the next part of the cycle when I can, and give ourselves the freedom for that. And it's the same thing with grocery shopping, right? You're never done with grocery shopping because you're gonna do it again at some point in the week. Anyways, that advice was super helpful for me to just free myself up from this damning failure, dreading way of looking at my chores. Anyway, I totally messed up there and marked up more than I needed, but luckily yay for whiteout, and the 990 dual brush is very light, so I don't even really have to white that out, and just the contrast with the black pen is sufficient to hide my mistakes. And I love these cute little tiny icon stickers from the Coffee Monsters Co. The laundry one is perfect because honestly, writing out the word laundry takes up a lot of space. in my weekly dashboard spread, so this cute picture taking up just 4 tiny boxes is perfect. The next thing I'm gonna do is to prepare the week in review section of my weekly dashboard. That'll be here on the right side of the weekly spread, and it looks something like this. It's just the perfect amount of space to kind of write the highlights for the week, and the wins for the week, what I'm grateful for that week, things that worked and things that I want to change for the following week. And again, this is something new that I started this year in my planner, since it's a bigger planner and I have 2 planners, so I actually have enough space to do a week in review like this. The other portion of the weekend review that I started doing last week is to have a habit consistency score. So it's basically a metric that I give myself to see if I am consistent with doing certain habits. So for example, this month I wanted to track if I'm sleeping every day before 11 p.m. or the last meal for the day, I want to have that before 6 p.m. and then having nature walks daily, having morning sun exposure, for example. Am I eating plant-forward meals every day? And am I doing intermittent fasting every day? So things like that. Those are just some of the examples that I'm tracking for the month of January. But the habits I score on a weekly basis, right? To see, okay, from last week, let's say last week was 42% consistent, then, am I improving this week? How do I know if I don't kind of score myself? So if I, let's say, went up to 50% this week in the habit consistency score, then that means, okay, I am improving. Or if I totally fall off the wagon and basically did nothing of the habits that I set out to do this month, let's say, and I went down to 30% in my consistency score, then, I could kind of take a look and see, oh, maybe there's circumstances that made me not be able to do it. Like, was I sick? So this kind of helps gauge progress and motivates, and also helps to look at, what areas of improvement that I need to do, right? So let's say for a month, I'm 100% for 2 weeks straight, for example, like my skincare routine, my morning routine. Then maybe for the next month, I don't need to track skincare as a habit because it's already ingrained in me. I'm pretty good at that. Well, hopefully that all makes sense. That doesn't fit. I think I will need to move this up, but let me place this in a safe place first. Okay, let me see. Maybe I could put one of these sticky notes in that empty space there. Which one do I want to use? This one? No, I think this one looks better. Yay! It's perfect. Now I could put this stamp sticker down here for decoration. Yep, that's just right. my weekly dashboard setup in the B6 Journey Planner. Thanks for watching, everyone. I'll see you next time. Don't forget to click the notification bell. Bye.